Hello. All right. Almost there. I'm setting up the Android cam. Let's see how it goes. How do I do that? Need help? Yep. Using OBS, then go to Droid Cam apps. OBS on a computer to get Droid Cam. Okay. Droid Cam. Droid Cam. .app. OBS. It's Droid Cam. All right. It is found that OBS gives me a YouTube live control panel, but it doesn't show the chat. Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, here we go. Direct OBS integration. Droidcom. Let's hope it doesn't have to. Ah, shit. No, I cannot use it now. I did install OBS as a flat hub package. So it's a no-no for me. I need the chat here to be in here. Is there a way for me to do so? Pop out chat. So if I grab this, can I create a panel or something? I can do like a browser. Let's try it out. Chat. And the browser will be this. There you go. Yeah, but this is showing up for everybody. It would be awesome if it could be just for me. Yep. Oh, that's annoying. I don't need this. I do not. I just need the chat. Be right back can go away. Let me check this. I think this is the one. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Share from it. Does it change anything? Nope. So it's indifferent. Share your stream. Sharing. Self-promotion. 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 Advertiser stream. Self-promotion. Another self-promotion. And show your stuff. There you go. The event is already happening. All seems good. Let me test my sound to make sure it's not chopping off as it was yesterday. Yes, it sounds very nice. I like myself. There you go. So my stream already has 1 like. There we go. Oh yeah. Let me do it here as well. Godot. And dev. And I think this is it. Boom. I think we get the new video mostly finished today. Yeah, good luck. Yep, that's it. Hello, Gemini. All right. Did I disable the output sound? I did. So I can listen to my songs without a worry. Okay. Now I'm ready. Hello, Daniel. Hello, you. What are these? Yeah. Yep. And my camera is still off. I didn't fix that yet. Okay. Yeah, so the problem that I was facing yesterday was with the saving mechanic. Yeah. So this is still a little bit confusing to me. So now we have to separate the way we save stuff. We need to save the player attributes. Oops. So we need to save this as an independent thing. And let me duplicate this. If it's possible. Yes, it is. Now, this is, let's call like game data. So in this we can say, for instance, sound, and anything else. Right. So we have these. And we have this other one, which will be the player attributes. So we have these two things to save. Right. So what will be saved and how? So we're gonna save these two. So I don't think we need this big resource anymore. I already have the player attributes resource. The game data I'm gonna leave for the future, but we already have the yeah, we have lots of changes here. Ah, my crap. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this is new. What about the main? Okay. This is okay, this is good. Yeah, I think it's let me test one thing. Sorry. For some reason Z doesn't work when I'm on a GPU. And the reason for that is yes. Look at that. Let me do things not related to this. No. Rosebine. Not gonna manage this now. Unnecessary. So back to this. So I'm thinking if I should be doing these things on the player saved data. So this is a resource with all the data, and I'm saving itself and I'm loading itself, right? But this is not the player resource. This is a global script, which is a resource in itself, but I don't think it has to be a resource. It could be just a class who extends node, and then it's going to save this, see? And then when we read from it, when we load it, we're going to load into this bad boy. So it doesn't have to be a resource. It can be a node. So adios to you, my good friend. So discard this, goes away. What? Cannot assign a value of type resource. Resource. Player save the data. What? Oh, yeah. So it'll be like this. There you go. So now we are so now we are correctly storing the player data here. So since this is now a node, we can go to Godot and do this, I think. So instead of having this saver, which is trying to do way more than what it should, we can go and call the player saver data. Boom. So node name, player data saver. Boom. Best names ever. So we have this. Okay, this is all right. Player data saver. I don't need this, do I? Why do I have this extra? It's just load. Why are you doing this? There we go. So the audio manager, okay. This is good because I do not have the volume there. Project Godot. Okay, it's almost there. Data saver, this is adios to you. The attributes, this is okay. The main scene is just loading. The anger scene is just making the canvas modulate. I can undo this. It's not relevant now. And the level up is adding the visibility to then call the player data saver dot load dot save. All right. I thought it would be more complicated. Okay, the one thing that I have to do here as well is this player saved data. So since this is it, everything is a resource, so these can go away. Yep. So these are just player related information. So if there is no resource there, when I try to read it, save it. So it brings the current one, which might be just empty one. And then it asserts if it's okay. I don't know what to do if it fails. So let me write down here. No, I want to say handle what happens when the file could not be created for any reason. So this is important. Suppose it fails for permissions, for permission issues, something like that. What do we do, yeah? So we need to be aware of that. Give me a minute. So we have to handle any possible issues here. The attributes is okay, it's just adding a debugger, that's all. So when we start the game on the main scene, what we do is we load the player saved data. Boom. So when we do that, what are we doing? We're just populating this attribute here. So if we go, yeah, but oh, this is confusing to my brain. So we have the player saved data. So it doesn't matter if it's an export because it's a script, right? So when I create a script, inherits from node. Like, I cannot inherit from a resource, otherwise I won't be able to auto-load this bad boy. So it has to be a node, so that I can auto-load and call this anywhere. But the thing here is that this export here is useless. So what I'm thinking about is when we load the game here, what I have to do is singing. Right. What I need to do is I need to make the player resource available. This bad boy here, containing the player's information. So I need to make this available somehow. What comes to mind is this. I will allow export, player attributes, player attributes. So this way I can come here and do this. Boom. So this way I have a reference now to the attributes of the player. And with that, what I can do is I can do player blah 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 dot, is it called player data? It is, which I'm going to rename to player attributes. Nice. So it's called player attributes as well. That first of all. So I'm sending the player saver, which will be something empty, but it at least will be a reference. See, at least it will be a reference to something real. I'm gonna say, okay, now load it. So when it loads, it's going to read from the resource and get that inside here. And when I hit save, it's going to save the attributes, the updated attributes into that file. So let's see if it's working. Function debugger on nil. Okay, so my idea didn't work because of this. Yeah, it called this right away. So I cannot do this. I need to do this. Cannot be initialized. So when I save the file, I'm going to check if the file exists. So if it does exist, sorry, my dogs. Okay, dogs are quiet now. So I'm going to check if the file exists. So if it doesn't, I need to do something. If it does exist, move on. Does it matter if... I don't think it does. Let's comment this out and see what happens. Line 17. But why is it nil? Oh shit. It's saved. Why did it undo my change? Okay. Cannot open file. Okay. Failed loading resource. Make sure resource have been imported. Line 25. Error loading. Okay, so I think I need to do that. But anyway, let's ignore that for now. And let's do this. Let me add some health points. Ah, crap. So when I change the visibility of that level up panel, it goes to the level up and then it calls save. But save on line 17, it's saying, oh, I don't have a reference for this. It's a null instance. Oh, I wasn't expecting that at all, because this is what I'm doing. So let's for now ignore this to avoid errors. Main scene ready, resources. There it is. Put attributes, and now we're gonna do like health 500. Perfect. That's correct. Let's see, because this one I know it's called first, but since I'm not using the init, it doesn't get called first. So we do have an instance of player attributes here, right? So now I'm passing that to this guy. I'm passing the attributes forward. I don't know how this is being passed as a value or as a copy. I have no idea. So a way to do that, we can create something like, let's create a function. Let's go prepare. Yes, thank you. So we have the prepare here. Shadowing. Okay, PA. There you go. So this is what I want to do. And what I need to make sure is this. PA. Print PA. Then I'm gonna do self PA. And I'm gonna do self player attributes. So this way I will be able to see if we're passing in the same reference or not. Let's do this. Nope, not there yet. You see, this is the reference, I guess. So player data server dot prepare and passing the player attributes. And it's the same, which is good. See, they have all the same ID. So I'm not working with a copy. So I have that ID, I pass that, and even when I do self dot that, it's passing the reference forward. That's my understanding, and that is awesome. So we're doing this. We are preparing. Let me do another test for learning purposes. If I do this, does it make any difference? Attributes, equal player attributes. So I'm gonna call prepare, but then I set this myself here. And then I'm calling prepared, which is just printing the self. Just so I'm sure that they're all using the same. So it is. So it doesn't make a difference if I do it this way or if I create a function. They are apparently the same thing. So it just simplifies stuff. Right? So this should work just as fine. So I grab a copy of that and I send it to the player dataset. Let me add a create a debugger function here. Please be smart. Thank you. It can be this. Let's just player attribute so we get the reference there. And in the main, we're going to call debugger. Okay, it loaded correctly. And out of curiosity, local share, is it Godot? Yep, op user data, the game. If I do save game address, no. Oh no, it's not. Ah, yeah. Okay, this is the old resource. The new resource has not been saved yet. So if I play the game, I do this, it should be saved. There we go. Now player saved. Nice. So now we have it. But what if I change it? So point. Oops. Point. And I close it. Now if I check, I see what is the health. It's 500, but what is the health points? It's not saving everything. So it looks like it only saves the exported information. Let's make sure of that. What is the player attributes? Yes, it only saves the exported values. So values like these which are not exported are not being saved. So, but they should. So here we go. Because this is relevant data to be saved. There we go. So let me remove it. Although it will create again, but it doesn't matter. So let me level up the health. Good. Let me add increasing frequency as well. Let me add some accuracy and some stamina. Boom. Nice. So if we check the file, now we have everything. So just to make sure, we leveled up health. So if we check the health, it's 510, which is perfect. The health increment is 10. This doesn't have to be saved. Health levels 2, okay. I'm on the second level now. Max points 20, which gives me the number of times I have to press the plus sign. Health point 6. Oh yeah, I spent 6 out of 20. So I need to spend 14 now. The same for accuracy. It's 0.2. Level up 1. Let me level up accuracy. Perfect. Now if I open it up again, the accuracy should be different. 0.15. Perfect. Levels 2. Very nice. Now if I start the game again, you see that we lose everything, right? It goes back to the default. So that's where the problem is. We're currently saving things as expected, but we're not reading as expected. So on the main scene, I am debugging, so I can remove that. And if we call load, what we think will happen? Well, it's going to come here and it's going to call the debugger, which I don't need these anymore. And then what we will do, we will load the file, which already exists, so it should work. So it loaded. No, it's not working. It should come with all this data already. So for instance, the health, it's on the second level. It has max points like this, and health points is 6. So the health should be somewhere in here. Another thing is the points. I should store that as well. So let's fix that. Let me add this. So I do not forget. Alright, so it didn't load the information. So what we can do is, as soon as we load, we call the debugger. So we see that whatever it's loading, it's what we need. Apparently it is, see? So it's loading correctly. It's reading from the file as expected. But the attributes are not okay. So now if I do this, let's see what happens. Very nice. So accuracy points, level 2. Good. So the information is there. So the problem is apparently just when we create the page. So let's go there. The page that we're talking about is the level up. This is the one. So as soon as we open it, actually this is already loaded on the main scene. There we go. So it's loaded already and create. And what is it doing? It has an exported thing. There we go. So what we can do is level up scene panel. There we go. So now it has the update the correct player attributes. It doesn't. Ooh. So let's check it out. Let's go to the level up. When initialized, we have player attributes. And to test that, what we can do is player attributes.debugger, which will then print out all the information we need. It's not this, it's this one. So yeah, so it's not saved, you see. So what came from memory is like health point 6, but what's been set here, what this is saying is something different. Why? Why is it different? Player attributes, which is this. Wait. No, it's not. What is this? Player attributes. That's great. It's just the same name. Receives this player attributes. But for some reason, this is not what we see there. So let's do this. Let's see if the references is still the same. It's at least the same. It's 922337, whatever. It's the same. Oh no, look at this. Boom, it's another one, see? So something is off. See here that this is the ID from the main scene, and this is the ID from the level up scene. But the player saved data, debugger, which is this guy right here, is printing another reference. Look at that. It ends with 84. Well, it should be 47 or the other way around. Okay, so there is a reference problem here. So it starts here. This is the first file loaded. I know that because of this, because it's in the auto load thing. So this is going to be the first thing that's going to show up in the debugger, right? Because it's being auto loaded as a global class. So that's okay. And then after that, we load the main scene. But the fact that this is the first thing to be loaded, it's not an issue because it's not doing anything. It's just preparing. But then it has an empty thing, right? I can do debugger here. And we'll see that it will have a resource anyway. Oh, look at that. It doesn't have a resource. That's interesting. So the resource here, player attributes, it's a new value of this class, which I accept. I don't think it can be a problem. It's okay. I take it. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's move on with that. And then we go to the main. And then the main has an instance of that. And I know that because when we play the game, it doesn't break. And then it returns the main scene ready. So then we have like a basic resource. I know that because on the main I came here and I dragged and dropped what I need. So then it has it. And then I called the load thing. But before that I did this. I said, okay, your player attributes is now this. And then I called load. And the load code, what is it doing is grabbing the resource from the file and adding it here. And then I print it again. So the problem that I see is that these are different. See, the resource ID is different. Why? Does the resource comes with an ID somehow? It doesn't. Yeah, it's not. It's something generated on execution. All right. Oh, good. But why is this different? When I load, what does it do? Loads a resource at a given bottom path caching. The result for further access. The registered press sequentially to find. Okay, I don't care about that. I want to know if I'll be able to read the converted files. GD script has a simplified load built-in method. But this load is my load. Oh no. Import relative paths are not relative to the script calling this method. Instead, okay. A simplified version of resource load, which can be used for more advanced etc. Okay, so I don't care. It's gonna work the same way. So the problem here is that when it loads, it gives this a new number, a new ID. See here. So the ID that came from the main scene is this 76747. But then after reading from memory, this is what I have. It's a different ID. So this gives me a different number. This reference. Use this only if you really know what you're doing. I do not. So why in the hell is this giving me a different ID? What if I create, hello, like deployed, thank you. How are you doing, TBD? All good? Good morning to you as well. As you can see, my camera is gone. It doesn't like working too much. Yes, that's true. That's really true. And this has been a really long week for me. Really long. Not long. It's the same, but it's been slow. Progressing very slow. But to my son, when I told him, hey, tomorrow is Friday, and he said, already? Yeah, already. It's fun how each one perceives time differently. Yeah. Extended to be young again. I have this recurrent thought of what would I do if I could go back 20 years back in time, knowing what I know today. How different would it be, right? And it's amazing how much we would do things differently. knowing what we know. Not that we regret, not that I regret, I cannot say for other human beings, but it's interesting. I like this exercise, this mental exercise. What would I have been doing differently here? How I would be reacting to certain things. That's an interesting way to think about. And what came to me was that, well, I cannot go back in time, unfortunately. So what can I do? So that's when I came to the conclusion that it's just the basics of human being and society. You pass knowledge forward. Yeah, you teach newcomers to the world about stuff. But the thing is, we as a species, we probably want to experiment. We want to make mistakes, right? We don't want someone to give us a recipe of how to do things exactly. We don't like to follow like steps. We want to try. So then, yeah, so my kids will have to fail in the same ways that I failed eventually. Even though I can say, don't do this, you will fail this way. But they want to do that, which is totally fine. 20 years ago, I was looking for my second job in the UK. I'd grown a lot. I was like, nice. Sometimes we need an experience to appreciate it. Yeah, that's true. And like most of the devices we share, like my father and my uncle, they like to share devices, lots of devices, but their life experiences very different from mine. So it kind of make most of their devices useless. You know, the way they see the world, I see completely different. The way they understand new stuff is very different. I will eventually get there with my kids. On the same way, I'll give a device to them that make close to no sense at all. I think it's just the way humans are. So there is nothing much we can do. Right, so just enjoy the ride. I don't believe in an afterlife or anything like that. So I just do my best to enjoy. Come on, my glasses. My glasses are dirt. All you can do exactly. Senior Spatty, hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm trying to learn, not trying to learn, I'm learning how to save resources, to store saved game data. I already know how to do that. The problem is loading that data. It's not working well. So you see here, I'm saving all the information. It's plain text. I know it's bad. It will later be resolved. But when I load the game, instead of reading from the file I just loaded, it's creating a different reference or a resource when this happens. I see that it returns a resource, but the problem here is the resource is additionally given by the main function, the main scene of everything. So say, hey, this is the player attributes. Yeah, maybe I need to rethink this. because I'm thinking it's becoming too complicated. It's super helpful to simply save a resource. But in the previous way that I had with a save file in a JSON format, the downside is that I had to marshal and unmarshal that JSON myself. You know, so just as an explanation here, this is how I was saving data. So I would have to come here and say it's deleted, but I would have to come here and add another attribute called player health points, player health level. So manually add all the attributes here and then parse them individually as well. Like it's a JSON parser. That's what it does. Go through each attribute and try to transform them from one thing to another. So then I learned about the resource saver, which is a Godot thing. But the problem that I have here is just that. It's how to manipulate that. Because we have the player attributes, which then stores all the player related characteristics. So if I make a change to this value, this is a resource, right? So then everyone reading this resource will get the exact information and so on. So that's why I'm trying to save this. So when you level up characteristics of the player, you'll be able to load them right away. So the problem here is the player saved data is a node because it has to be an auto-loaded class. So I added this. So this function here is the first one called when I run the game. See, this is the first thing that gets executed. So good, this break because it's going to try to grab this, which does not exist. So it should break. There you go. So it doesn't know what to do with it because it's trying to call debugger on a new reference. Okay, I take that. So I said, okay, I don't need a reference to this right now. So this function is loaded and it has a player attributes, which is this bad boy. So what I'm doing here on the main scene, which has the player attributes, it is loading the attributes from here, right? And from here, I pass it forward to the player attributes. So what I'm doing here, let me run it again to avoid errors. So this is what I'm checking. So the main scene loaded this attribute with this ID, 747. And then that's the same 747 attribute ID that is passed to the level up scene. So when I do this, it uses the same resource, right? But the problem is I pass this guy to I pass a new reference to the main, from the main scene to the player saved data. But then when this guy, okay, now I have a reference, let me go and read from the file. So when it does that, it brings a different reference. It says, okay, I read this file, but now it's something completely different. So then the load function is probably doing something .new and giving me a new reference to that. So now the problem is the main scene loaded this reference and is using this reference from now on. But the loader, the player saved data loader, has a different reference. This is the correct one because it read from the file and note that we have spent 6 health points. We are already on 2 levels on health levels and so on and so forth. So this is something that I need to fix. So as soon as I have it fixed, I think everything else will work. So if I do this and I create a new instance of the player attributes, I can load it right away. If there is a save loaded, so this autoload will hold the data. That's good. But the problem here is the main scene. No, it's not a problem. Let me do this. Let me try this. Player attributes dot new. Oops. Is equal player. I need to call the class. Player attributes. Thank you. And now let me do this. So on the main scene, this will not happen. Or will it? No, this will not happen. Oops, it was running. So this will not happen. This will simply say load. So when it loads, then it's going to load from the correct place. So we're going to have two debuggers here. So let's go back up. Ooh, lots of debugger. You need debuggers. So this is the ID. Oh shit, for some reason it... Okay, this is the newly created ID. Okay. And then it loads. You see, it's already a different ID. But then it loads it correctly. Meaning that the returned loaded information is the correct one. Fuck, it's creating references. Have an autoload that holds and initiates play. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. But now I have three references, you see. I have this reference, and this reference. So now I have three different resources in memory. So it creates one and debugs it, which is what we see. But then on the main scene, which happens after this, I don't need I don't need this now. Let's make it cleaner, easier to read. What is this debugger? Debugger this. This. Okay, so now we're gonna see three calls and three different IDs. So this is the ID, this, yeah, see? So we have three different resources. But what you said, Cinesped, is where my mind is at right now. So this autoload will say, okay, create a new player attribute. Create it. And then, so now I have this reference, but here, right? And that's the problem. Oh, wait a second. So this should be the place, because this is the main place. Let me try it. So in theory, we should say, yeah, image and need. And I know that because in the way we import here, this is the first one. This can be the last. So the game manager here. Okay, so the game manager should have a player attributes. Right? So it has a player attributes. Now, the player saved data is going to do what? It's going to create a new instance of that. Game manager, this, do this. So now I'm creating a new instance there. Yeah, will it work? So let's think about it a little bit. So I have this verb, which is nothing. It's just a placeholder that accepts this type. But in here, I said, okay, create a new one for me. And it's going to create it. And then, yeah, I'm going to say blah, blah, blah. Let's see if the IDs are the same now. Because they now should be using the same. It's not. Fuck it. And the problem, I believe... wait, one of the problems, I already know what it is. On the main scene. Nope. On the level up scene. Yeah. Let's see if the ID will be at least the same as the first. Here it is. Good. So the loaded is now this. My brain is frying. Okay, I'll get this. I'll get this eventually. I'm not dumb, right? This doesn't have to be exported anymore. But I'll leave it this way. It's another kind of problem. So the main scene is calling saver. So it's calling loader. Which then... This is what is annoying me the most. It is because it's creating a new instance of that. You say it's creating a new reference. This is what is annoying me. It returns a resource. Do we have a copy thing? Clone? Duplicate? Ooh, what does it do? Duplicates the resource, return a new resource with its exported or properties restored, properties copied from origin. If items upgrade is forced, a shallow copy is returned. Necessary resources with things upgrades are not duplicated and are shared with the original resource. Okay. For custom resources, this method will fail if object.init has been defined with required parameters. Okay. I don't know what kind of duplication is that. Main scene ready. Let's see what the game manager has here. Jesus Christ, each one has one reference. This is fucked up. So the player saved data. Has 28. Oh, the main scene has 28. Awesome. But why is it calling itself twice? What? Why is this being called again? Nah. Oh my god. I woke up with a terrible... This torticollis. Man, it's so bad. It's a good thing I don't have my camera on. Oh, that's why. So do I need to do this? I don't think I need to call load here. Wait. So I grab the ID. Ah. Oh, my crap. can I not do this? Like, I don't care. Okay, it's a null reference. Perfect. No, 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 all the way. Good. And why is it good? Because I didn't initialize it. But then we have a single place to store it, which is here. Right, so then the main scene calls load. That's why it's printing null, because there is nothing there. So as soon as it calls load, boom, it then attributes this new resource to this guy. So now, when this level up scene goes and read from it, they both have the same ID, which is awesome. And there we go. Shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So now let's do this. And let's add lots of points to health. Not lots, but... Oh, there's a mistake there. But anyway, saved. It's here. Now if we load it again, open the panel. Oh no. Did it save? Health should be 3. Here it is. Okay, so what happened here? So this is apparently solved. Now let me leave this because I might use it later. It's when I want to create the file. So let's leave the debugger there. So I have a centralized place for that. It's good. That's really good. So when I load, I'm going to call the debugger. So the debugger will load the file correctly. See, health levels 3, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. Now, if I go here, it should show that as well. Where level up. So this is, we already know this is good. If I do player saver.debugger, it's not a, there we go. So it should print the same thing. And it does. Health levels 3. This is what it read from the memory. This is what we pass in forward. Good. Progress. Finally, progress. We load it. It kind of loads everything as expected. So let's see if we level up health too, because health is now level 3. Let's make it go. So now it's supposed to be level 4. Perfect. So now the problem is displaying that information. This is what is happening wrong. Let's leave the debugger for now. So when we create the... So now we don't need to do this attribute upgrader. We don't need to do this. We can go straight to the source. Go to the upgrader. Player attributes. wherever I see this, there we go. It should not be fixed. Now, what I will do is I will delete this file. When I play it, it should probably return some errors. Yeah, because it doesn't have a reference to that. So the file does not exist. Yep. So on player saved data, line 23 tries to print from something that does not exist. So let's run it again. What? Oh, someone else is calling the debugger. Who? Get on a new object. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is a problem now. Because I need to have a reference to this guy. I can do this. Can I do it? No, I cannot do it this way. I can create this guy on the init, yeah, like this. So this, oh, really? I was hoping it would be created. Why? Why is it no? Ah. Cannot call method get and null that. I agree. But I just created an instance of that. It's not null anymore. This is interesting. Why is it failing? It should not be failing. Because now I have a reference there. Why? This was called first. And then I did this. So now I'm here and I do this. Game player attributes. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, my crap. It's so confusing to my brain. I don't have this. I don't need this. It already has a name. Player saved data. Player data saver. Let me rename this to void. Terrible confusions. All right. So this is the player data saver, which is the same, which is exported here. Player data saver, nice. So this is called first. There it is. Why is it saying it's no reference? Ah, it's not. I just created it. Game manager player attributes. Ay, ay, ay. Why? Oh, come on, Daniel. Come on. Because as I already know, this is going to grab this and put it in here since it didn't find anything. It didn't create a file. When I try to load, I need to make sure first that this thing exists. What? Oh, I hate this. Okay, so if the file does not exist, I'm going to save a new one of the same time. I don't care if their reference is wrong. I use 6 points. Nice. Very nice. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's 10. So health is level 2 now. And it has health levels 2, health points 1. Perfect, very nice. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so the bar here is wrong. Now it's saving the data correctly. Now it's level 3. Okay, so the max points is still incorrect on the level up scene. The attribute upgrader. The max value is attribute max points, which seems to be correct, times this. What is wrong with this thing here? Let's check it out. So the name is correct. I don't think the name is wrong. it's health points, health max points, health levels. It's 30 and 3. It's not 303. So it's this. So the max point is 30. Oh. So we have the max points, which is always 10. In this case, times the health levels. Aha. This is the... No, this is correct. The names are correct. The value seems to be correct. Oh, no, it's not. See, it's 30 times 3. It shouldn't be 30, it should be 10. Always 10. So somewhere I am upgrading this. Attribute points. I will be right back. I'm back. Went to grab something to eat. I'm hungry. So why is it loading? This is supposed to be correct. It's not you. I think these are okay now. So it grabs the max points, which is 10 times the level, which is 30. The problem is that I am apparently upgrading it here. So when I press plus, if I have experience points to spend, I increment the progress, and the updated value is the attribute points, which is this, plus 1, right? And then I go to the attribute points plus the updated value. And then I emit a signal saying that the experience has been updated. So it decrements the holding experience. And after that, I consume the event. Okay, who else is listening to this? So maybe the problem is here. Jesus Christ. Okay, this. So whenever the health max points. Oh. Oh, that's correct. No, wait. This is not correct. No. Ah, my god, I'm so confused. It is correct, but this is wrong. I'm already doing the calculation here, so there's no need for the calculation. Right, hit again. Boom. So let's close this and run it again. Actually, let me do this. Run the game. If the load doesn't exist, it creates one. Perfect, and one. I'm gonna level it up. No, it's level. Okay. Close the game, run it again. Nice. Very nice. Now it's working. Very, very good. So I close it, I open it. Boom. Good. So now I need 50 points to get to this. Very good. So it's in memory, so it works. Now I have to save these points here. So these points are currently stored in the... This is it, yeah. So the points there are being stored in the game manager script, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, holding experience. So this should not be here. So let's delete this from here. And you should go away as well. No, because everything will be there in the attributes. So holding experience, here we are. Yeah, holding experience is 0. So in the level up scene, we use that level up scene. We use the holding experience. Yeah. So this is not here. This is in the player game manager dot player attributes dot holding experience. That's the one. And it has to be exported as well, so it's saved on the resource file. Yeah. Cinespat, if you're still there, there is a band you might like. I don't know if you heard of. It's called Kings of Leon. It's really, really good. It's a band I like a lot. It's a super soothing, calm rock. I cannot play here, but it's really good. Kings of Leon. That's the one. What you're looking for, I know you're looking for. And today I didn't prepare a cold coffee. Winning. So is that it? Okay, so now I need to go to the. It's not done yet. There we go. So it's player attributes dot this. Where else? Here. So now we consume 1 experience points. So this is now going to be saved. And this is going to be used. So I'm going to remove it. We're going to play the game. So nice. Level up. Adios. And adios to you as well, my friend. Level up 920. What? Yeah. So wait a second. Okay, connect to this. That's an interesting problem here. Or isn't it? Find me? How did you find me? So every time I change, that's why I was emitting a signal. That's why. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm distracted here, I'm sorry. Ba, ba, da. Okay, what happens if I do nothing? It won't be updated. I mean, the value will be updated, but visually, we won't see this. Yeah. But now at least I have the number there. There you go. Okay. So I need to be able to, from the player attributes, to connect to this guy. Right? So every time I make a change, I need to say, you know, experience updated. I don't think I need an amount. So every time we touch the holding experience, every time we set it. So let's do this set value wipes unexpected indent. Really? Where? Oh, here. So every time I change the holding experience, it doesn't matter the value. Print. Oh my crap. I'm going to emit that C, you know? And with that C, you know, I need to connect to that. So layer attributes dot experience updated, and this should do it. So I remember, oh, what is that? We're calling from say experience update to callable. Method one. No, it doesn't expect one argument. That's it. What are you talking about? Attribute GT line 19. What? Error calling from signal experience updated. So every time I change, I emit a signal. And in here I am listening to the signal. I'm connecting to it. So every time this there we go. Ah, fuck me. What? Never open, we should have 3 points. Why isn't it? Ah. Ugh. What's happening? So I don't need this guy here. I don't need that. That. No, this I need. Give me a minute. I'm multitasking now. Where? Okay. So the problem that I have now is this. I can use my points, but it's not leveling up. So let's go there. We upgrade this thing. And in the attributes, we're counting it correctly. This. Nope. This is still a thing. Yep. So it leveled up. It sent the signal. Where it is listening to this. Here. Good. Attribute level up. The new value is this. This is correct. Health max points. Oh man, I'm so tired of this. Why? Why did it break? Why did it break? So I have the fake points. This is good. So it connects to the update. It updates the level. That's all it does. It just shows the points. So then why the hell did they just stop working? So when the attribute is leveled up, I sending the new max value, which is given here, which is 10 times 1, 2, 3, whatever the value is. And I set the value back to 1. I'm setting the value back to 1. But why isn't it setting it back to 1? Wait a second, let me remove these debuggers. They are annoying me. Let's put it on the main scene. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you doing? I hope everything is alright. Okay. So now I'm updating. See? Ugh. Why? Ah. Please level up. Now the attribute progress. Progress.value is equal to this. And the new max value is that. And right after that, I want to print the attribute again. So when I level up the health, holding experience 3. Let's start over. I'm not holding any experience points. I'm holding 10, 20. Boom. Oh no. Ooh, the signer's not being called. Why? Why hasn't this been called? Maybe it is. No, it's not being called. Why? So this is the one supposed to call that. Mr. Jones, as the message is asking, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. Health points. So it's the updated health points. We're gonna do perfect. Perfect. Look at that. It was updated. It's set. So it's getting here. But why isn't it emitting the signal? Game manager. Here you are. Player attribute leveled up. And here I am listening to that. Aren't I? Am I not? Am I not? Oh no. I removed it. Why did I do that? Because I'm a champion. I'm a champion. And it took me hours to figure this out. Not this specifically, but there you go. Okay. Point. Save, close, run again. Hell yeah, baby boy. No, it's broken again. Or maybe it's not. Oh, well, I saw things wrong. Okay. Seems to be working. Now there's one thing left. So I add points, but then I close the game. So it doesn't save the file. If I open here, Now if I add 10, close the panel, it saves. If I run the game again, 10 should be there. But if I do this and close the game, it's not there. So the player distributing the points and closes the game. So I need to check for that. Godot check. Game is closed. Clozoid. Nice, very nice. And to check if a Godot game is closed, you can use the main loop notification bubble quit notification. Notification sent to all nodes when the user requests to quit the application. And that's very nice. So they're sent to all nodes. Very good. And by clicking the X on window title bar, pressing the back button on Android. Here's an example how to handle notification. That's good, 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 good. So I can do this, and I would do that, add that to the, where? Here? No, I'm gonna do that on the game manager. Probably here, it's the best place. What do you want? Usage space category. Oh my god. Still not good. Nope. I cannot find notification in base main loop. Notification. Oh, yo, there is no quit. Why are you lying to me? Post crash handler when engine is about to crash. It's not my case. Close. How can I do that? That's incorrect. Handling quit requests. But there is no such thing. No. Because again, nothing happens in output console. For the default behavior in the ready function. We can have the quit request in a notification function. Yeah, but the problem is that it doesn't have a quit thing. What is it? See? Let's ask Gemini. Godot. How do I check if the game was closed? If the game window was closed. Let me give this an example. Maybe it can find something. Ah, there you go. Alright, so ready, get tree, root code. Okay. See, this is super powerful. Google search. So you connect to it. I don't think it's necessary to do all that. As long as I implement the function. It read my mind. Why did it add a pass right after that? So let's try this out. Loimps. I open up, add points and close. I play the game 40. Should be 40. The bloimps. There it is. I can close the game, I can quit, I can do whatever I want. The data is saved. Very oh, not everything was saved. So this is me just spending points. All right. But if I quit, the points are back, which is not... Oh no, it's working. Oh, there is a difference when I do it here. Yes. So this is here. Okay. I think it's good enough. It was an interesting day. Let me move this back. Remove code, save script. We are now saving the entire resource instead of parsing more marshalling and unmarshalling JSON data. Good. Where else is that used? Let me remove this print. The main scene, good. Level up, good. The scene, no more print statements. I can remove those. All looking good. Move reference to old. Say script. And this is us add layer data saver. This code, this script is saving the entire layer. What is it called? Resource. Boom. There's still something else that I need to do, which is wait a second, let me see if I can find it quickly. If I can somehow make that unreadable, because the player can come here and do this and manually change stuff. So that's bad. It's not obvious. Let me ask here. It's probably like a binary format or something. Godot provides built-in encryption classes like xChaCha20. Simple obfuscation. You can apply basically techniques to make it data harder to understand. For example, you could convert the data to base 64, not a coded format. No, that's a good idea. But you can undo that. For the most secure approach, especially for sensitive data like in-app budgets, no. This is not it. Oh, man, but this is going to be a pain in the butt. So I save it, encrypted data. So cha-cha, encrypt. It encrypts this, and then it opens. And store buffer encrypted data file.close in a different scripted function. So I open it, encrypted data, file.get buffer, file.get length, close, encrypted data, decrypt, and I do the cha-cha again. Okay, I'll keep this here, but I have to go now. So for those who joined, thank you so much, really appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome day. And I'll be here tomorrow and hopefully with a working webcam. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.